Hey, what's up and welcome. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. This video is about how to learn to code in 2024. Step number one, why this video? Why must I teach you how to learn to code? Okay. Let's talk about two different let me just say industry for now. It might be, this might not be the right term, but now, for now, let's just take it as industries. There is a school and education system, and there is some sort of social media, internet, and let's say digital learning system. Okay, so it's like the desk versus the computer. Okay, in the school education system, everything has been organized for you. So there are no chances that you might study in circle, you don't understand things, you have to go over and over again. Sometimes you get lost. An education system, it's well organized, well prepared, and it has got people who are paid to only do one thing. And what that is to teach. There's a classroom, the textbook, notes, the teacher, and the blackboard. Now let's talk about the internet. The internet is saturated. We've got a lot of people, me included. We are throwing opinions about a lot of things in different ways, and there is no accountability. So, learning from the internet, it's some sort of a fast and easy, convenient, and it's also cheap. Think about it. Paying a lot of money for varsity or to self-teach yourself on YouTube. Self-teaching looks like promising, and it's like the easiest way thing to do. You can do it on a computer, you can do it while you are on the bus, in your phone, and that's it. But however, as much as it comes handy and with its own conveniency, a lot can go wrong. Okay, we say things that we don't really understand. As much as we are teaching coding, we are also learning ourselves. So this video, it's there to help you on how to learn coding in the digital space. Okay, this video is based on my own experience up to this far, learning coding from YouTube specifically. Okay, so now let's just jump straight into point number one. Okay, point number one, or point number A, is to learn the syntax. Okay, when you get into coding, you've got different languages like PHP, JavaScript, Python, and you mentioned a lot, and you can go on. The list is endless. C sharp and whatever. Okay, these programming languages, they've got a syntax. It's some sort of the rules for the language. It's like the grammar. Okay, if we are talking about the English language, let's say, or any other language, the grammar, the sentence construction. Okay, so the syntax is more like the building blocks on how to write that programming language, or at least how to get around it. Because if you don't know the syntax, unfortunately, you cannot learn it. So when you learn coding from beginning, you need to learn the syntax first. Okay, so I'm going to also supply you with some sample of channels on what do I mean by learning the syntax, or what type of a YouTube channel that can help me to learn the syntax. Please understand that when I'm showing you a type of a YouTube channel, I don't mean that it is the only YouTube channel. It might happen it's the best for me, but it might not be the best for you. So the best thing you can do is to look at this type of a channel and look for that category in your own journey and in your own career. If you are a Python developer, you can look for a sample of that channel. With that being said, learning the syntax, okay, you can watch the follow, I think this is wrong, a follow me kind of a videos. This is what I wanted to say. Okay, I did this list very, very quick. I didn't even look at it that much. Okay, okay, so a follow me kind. Okay, so I meant here a follow me kind of a channel or of a tutorial, okay, or the how-to videos. So if you want to learn the syntax, go to these guys, to those guys who said this is how to do this, okay? If still that's not clear, search those videos with the title how to do. this. Okay, so for me, an example of a video, a channel that I think it does that. It might happen to you, it's different. It's Web Dev Simplified. So let's just quickly jump to Web Dev Simplified. Okay, for me, the name of this guy is Kyle. Okay. For me, this is how I view this channel. This channel like consists of single point focused videos, okay, that will teach you the syntax. Okay. Kyle, it's a fast-paced type of a teacher, meaning that when for me, I can say when I'm watching on his videos, his thang it's a little bit fast, and also his pace it's a little bit fast. That gives him an advantage of giving you a lot in a short space of time. So, and also I think I can say he's a code heavy, okay, meaning that he's all about typing and coding, okay. So for me, I'm getting a lot of syntax from him. Okay. But if I'm watching his own videos, I always after that, after watching, I always know how to declare something, how to look through an array, how to avoid this in TypeScript. So with him, I always like learn the syntax. Okay. It's all about the syntax. Okay. So at least for me. So if you've got time, just check his channel and try to see what I'm telling you or what I'm sharing. Okay. To you, it might be the case or it might not be the case, but please work from there. Okay, you can maneuver from there. So Kyle is the best guy that can show you a lot of syntax, okay, with his small short clip videos which are straight to the point. Let's go to point number B. Okay, learn the skill. Okay, when you are learning the okay, on point number one, remember when you are learning the syntax, you can depend on 15-minute short videos, like even YouTube Shorts and TikTok can help you with the syntax, because the guy will just tell you this is how to declare a variable, this is how to map over an object, and this is how to do whatever. So the short videos might be ideal. Now we are getting to step number two, learn the skill. Okay. When you are learning the skill, you are dealing with a follow. Okay, this is more like a command. Okay, follow. Okay, this A, it's a syntax. Sorry, I copied something from a Word document. Okay, so maybe there are some syntax and what errors. Okay, so when I'm pasting it here on Figma, it just gave me this A. Okay, so point number two, when you are learning the skill, okay, follow project-based videos. Now you are learning the skill. At first, you were learning the syntax of a particular language. Now you must learn the skill. So in order for you to learn the skill, you need to follow project-based videos. Okay, project-based videos are those videos that I think what can I say, the clones first. Okay, if something is going to be the clone, it must be project based. If I'm going to make a clone, a Netflix clone, it means that number one, there is some sort of a project name. Okay, Netflix clone. Okay, so I will be doing that and completing it. Okay, so one of the channels that I'm using, okay, it's Papa React. The name of the guy is Sonny Senga. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it well. If I've butchered his name, my apologies for that. Okay. So I've been following this guy. Okay. So this guy, the project based what can I say? Project based channels. First of all, they always do lives, okay? It's very rare for project-based channel which they do like small videos or straight videos. So project-based channel, they always do live. They go live and maybe do a 4 hour, 5 hour video on one project. As you can see, project-based videos, they are all about clones. Okay, this is Disney, this is Booking.com, as you can see. Okay, the reason why they are all about clones, it's simply because it's a project. Okay, I would like to say, for me, how I observe it, it's close to real life. Okay, so what is important? Okay, so for me, I've been using Sony. Okay, he calls himself Papa React. So if you've got time, just check his channel and see what do I mean by project-based videos. Okay, so what are you learning on project-based videos? Number one, they are not more about the syntax. Okay, like the guys are not going to get deep into detail to say, let's declare a variable. This is how you loop into an array. This is so they are not going to explain those things, but they will just go through those things quickly. They are not going to explain, but they are more focused on the overall project, on the overall functionality. For instance, if I'm making a Netflix clone, number one, does it looks like a Netflix clone? Can you see that we are not about small things, but we are all about the overall project? Does it look like it? Okay. If it looks like it, does it functions like Netflix? Okay. And also project-based videos, they cover a lot of software development, let me say software development sections. Okay, like for instance, if you are watching a project-based video, number one, you will know about routing. Okay, you will know about validating input. You will know about what can I say, forms. Okay, you will know about styling. You will know about user interface. As you can see, these are more like different things that are involved in developing an application. I hope you get that one. Number one, it was learn the syntax. Number two, learn the skills through project-based videos. Then let's jump to number three, as see here in my list. Okay, learn the craft. Okay, okay. When you are learning the craft, you want to know what is the correct way of doing things. Okay, you see that it's not about the syntax, it's not about the project, it's not about the skill, but it's the craft. Okay, the craft, it's that hidden a skill. Okay, that hidden advantage that you have over other people. Okay, the best channel that did that for me, and also I used to think that I think this one is just psychology. I used to think that the name of this channel, it's Byte Guard, of which I was wrong. It's only today that I realized that it's not Byte Guard, it's Byte Grad. I hope I'm pronouncing it the right way. Okay. So this guy, okay, unlike what can I say, syntax based videos and also project based videos, okay, this guy has got a certain way of doing things. Okay, so meaning that he's if I can in the industry, like let's say in terms of React, okay, I would like to say he's a better craftsman. Okay, this guy has got a different ways of showing you something, not only just different ways, but unique solutions. Okay, one of the things that I thank him for is to explain generics for me. This guy just nailed it. As you can see, everybody can explain generics. Like generics is not something that is hidden. TypeScript generics is not something that is hidden. But when you view the world in his own eyes, things are starting to be more clear. So when I'm talking about learn the craft, okay, it's like having a certain and a special way of doing things. Okay, so if you go and watch his videos, you will see what I'm telling you about. He's so chill, so calm, and humble, and he will give you exactly what you need to know. So it's not about the language, it's not about the syntax, it's not about some sort of the project. It's something about him. Okay, he's just a better craftsman in my own eyes. Okay, so now you have learned the syntax, you have learned the scale, you are starting to understand what is a craft is. Okay, that special ability you have over other developers. Now, okay, let me say there's also that error here. My apologies for that. Okay, now you need to learn the architecture. Okay, when I'm talking about the architecture, I'm talking about what a building skill, to be a master builder or to be an architect. Whenever we talk about architect, we're talking about structures, we're talking about bridges, we're talking about like structures, okay? So that also exists in software development, okay? um Obviously, I'm not saying you are going to be a software architect in a way, but this is an important skill that you must have. For instance, let me just give you an idea. In whatever program that you are going to create, you need a structure. Particularly in programming or in web development, it's usually called a folder structure where we can attach MVC in it. Okay. As a general, normal developer, you just go and develop a website and that's it. It's happy, it's working. It looks like more like a WordPress website. It works and the client is happy. But as you grow in the industry, okay, or in your career, you will start to see that at some point you need to come back and maintain what you have done. So it must be organized in a way that is going to be easier for you to follow and understand. Now we are introducing architecture. Now we are going to talk about a higher level concept like OOP, like design patterns, like solid principle. Um, Observe that or note that this concept has got nothing to do with a specific language. Even though when somebody is explaining it to you, they might use a certain language, but it has got nothing to do with a language. The channel that did that for me, it's applicable programming, and the guy's name, I think it's Dalibo Jovic. If I've pronounced it wrong, my sincere apologies for that. Okay. As you can see, this guy's channel, number one, his latest video, it's clean code. Okay, he's got a very interesting way of explaining things. He's well spoken, well articulated, like he gives you exactly what you want to know. Okay, he's more like what can I say, more like a mentor or a guide. Okay, when I watched his videos, I noticed that I started to get an insight as to what happens in the working environment, okay, specifically in software. Okay, obviously, that time when I started following him, I didn't have much experience about coding. Okay, so I didn't have a clue as to what a developer does. Okay, obviously, he doesn't do that in a cheap way. Okay, when I'm saying a cheap way, I mean a day in a life of a software developer, something that is very popular in YouTube, on YouTube these days, like showing myself eating nice things in the morning, going to gym. No, he doesn't do that. Okay, when I'm saying he gives you an idea of the work environment, he gives you an idea of the work environment, a very informational and a relevant one. And he does that through talking. Okay. So when he's sharing his information, he's not showing himself working. No. But whatever he says, he always deliver a lot of some sort of experience. For instance, one of the things that he has nailed it for me is the design pattern. Okay, object-oriented programming and design pattern. Obviously, with his language, or the language that he was using, particularly it was PHP. But this concept has got nothing to do with the language. Okay, so when he was explaining design patterns, like he gave me a 360 degrees of what design patterns are and how they help you in the work environment. Yeah, in one of his videos, like he explained like how he grew from being just a normal developer, and then when he transitioned to design patterns, and also like he got promotion and better offers because of understanding the design pattern and also becoming a better developer. So that's what I mean when I'm saying he's giving you an idea of the work environment and the growth and the map, and how you can grow. So if you've got time, please check his channel. Believe me, you will get exactly what you want. So we were on learning the architecture on number four, applicable programming. And then from then, you need to learn from the specialist, okay? At some point, you are going to watch YouTube channels which feels like more generic, I can say. More generic, I mean, they don't have like what you are looking for because they are not the specialist. For instance, let's say you get an offer or somebody asks you something, you get a gig, okay, somebody asks you to develop an application for them, and they say to you, please do it in TypeScript. Okay, obviously, maybe you are used to JavaScript or pure JavaScript, but now the client says, do it in TypeScript, meaning that now they are more like they are not interested in the program as a finished thing, but also they want you to use a certain stack, okay, tech stack. So meaning that now you have to go and learn TypeScript. Okay, so when I'm saying you need to learn from the specialist, I'm trying to say at some point there will be a need for you to get the essence of TypeScript, the essence of Python. That's where you will need to learn from the specialist. Okay, I found this guy through one of Kyle's videos. Let me just see if I can quickly see it. It's a black and white video. Here is it. So I was watching this video. Okay, so I was like, okay, let me follow this guy. Okay, when I got into his channel and I realized that he's a TypeScript specialist, as you can see. Okay, his branding, it's more like TypeScript. Okay, become a TypeScript wizard. Okay, so I think I followed his channel yesterday. Okay, like it's only yesterday when I was looking at what he says and what he does, I was impressed and I'm like, this is the go-to guy for TypeScript. Okay, to add on top of that, this guy created his own what can I say, package, okay, to fix TypeScript. Obviously, at the moment, I myself am still new into TypeScript. When I'm looking at the package that he created, he came up with, it makes sense according to how Kyle explained it, and also what the problem that is this guy is trying to solve. It's like this guy delivered on his promise. He has managed to fix errors of TypeScript. Okay, this shows you how serious this guy is about TypeScript, meaning that he is a specialist. So this is what I mean. There will be a time where you have to some sort of find a guy that is a specialist in a certain technology or whatever. Okay, for TypeScript, this guy does the job. Also, this doesn't mean that this guy is the only guy, but in your own maybe Angular or PHP or Ruby or whatever programming language, C Sharp, please find somebody who is a specialist. Okay. Okay. So, and then from there, course-based learning. Okay. Then when it comes to course-based learning, I'm going to mention Free Code Camp. So, what do I mean by about course-based learning? Okay. Course-based learning, it's one of those videos where you are given like a lot of things. Okay, not necessarily a lot of different things, but it's going to be a course. It's going to feel like education, okay, like education system. It's going to be the whole thing. It's not going to be Matthew's opinion on React JS on a very small topic and that's it. Okay, if you watch and give the course some time, number one, you can get confident that you can go and ask for a job. Okay, and also some courses, okay, they also offer some sort of a certificate after. Okay, some YouTube guys and guys who are on code or Udemy. Okay, some guys who are on Udemy, they do give a certificate. So when I'm saying course-based learning, I mean at some point you need to watch courses so that you can get the idea. For instance, you can be able to create a website, but if you can watch a course on web development, okay, you are going to learn a lot of things that you don't really learn about when you are just creating a website. Things like, number one, website, the web development has got routing. Okay, the web development, we've got authentication. The web development, we've got JSON web token. The web development, we've got APIs. Okay, sorry about that. So when you learn a cost-based video, this is where you get like a broader view, a bird's eye view, or a helicopter view of what you are doing. I think a cost-based video will make you a professional. Okay, based on a cost-based video, you can answer interview questions. Okay, now remember, I'm going to give you a bonus point and a warning at the end of this video. Okay, now let's talk about the priority. Okay, let's say you were a new guy, you wanted to learn programming or coding. You did exactly what I told you. You've learned the syntax of a particular language, JavaScript, PHP, and the other one, and then you've learned the skill. Okay, you started to watch long videos, project-based videos, and you have learned the craft, like certain way of doing things and the correct way of doing things, and you have mastered the architecture, something that will help you, skills that will help you irrespective of the language. Okay, and also you have learned from the specialist. Now you know a thing or two about the essence of TypeScript, and then also you have learned the course based learning. Now you can be able to have a voice, you can be able to answer interview questions. Okay, then we need to some sort of establish a hierarchy here. Okay, so Matthew, what might be the hierarchy, some sort of the order of importance in terms of the skill? Please be advise that the order of the skill has got nothing to do with a simple YouTube what can I say, channel that I have mentioned. It has got nothing to do with it. It has got something to do with the skill, okay, not the YouTube channel, because you can substitute your own YouTube channel rather than these ones that I've stated here. But I've stated these ones so that you can have a deep dive of what do I mean by a how-to video. For me personally, and this is a personal preference, okay, I would like to say after you are done with these steps, okay, now go back and some sort of reinforce a priority. The most important thing, it's the architecture. Okay, why an architecture? I was once plugged into a legacy code that didn't have a structure. So what can take me 30 minutes or an hour, it always takes me 3 days. Why is it taking me 3 days? Why this long? Okay, when you are looking it from a distance, you might feel like, Matthew, it's because you were inexperienced. That's why you are taking longer. I would agree with that. I won't dispute it. But a part of the cause was, or the major part of the problem was, the code was not well structured. It was a one-man show. The guy like knew the code from the ins and outs of the code. As spaghetti as it was, as unstructured as it was, he knew it. But now the problem, he thought that even somebody else knows the code. That was the problem. So something that can take me 30 minutes, it usually takes me 3 days, okay? Because I need to go up and down trying to find where is this module? How does this module relate to this module? I will find a function with the name, let's say, I don't want to some sort of to be specific, because in whatever that I'm saying, I don't want to some sort of somebody have an idea of the company that I'm talking about, just to so that I cannot stay into the drama. So let me just make a random example so that you cannot get an idea of which company I'm talking about. Let's talk about an accounting system. I will get functions like quotation. Okay, when you name a function quotation, it doesn't give you an idea of what it's doing. It's better if the function is create quotation. Okay, meaning that you know that it's creating quotation. But if it's just quotation, invoices, Simple items. What do you mean about simple item? Okay, it's either you are creating an item, you are getting an item by ID, function get item by ID, or get all items. It makes sense. But if you are going to have like functions like simple items, really it gets the other developer confused. So when I'm talking about the architecture, design patterns, solid principle, I'm talking about that. It's important that you some sort of immerse yourself in those things. The advantage is that they are language independent. Solid principle, dry principle, design pattern has got nothing to do with the language, okay? And they are very important. They are going to help you to write a clean code. Also learn the skill, okay? Meaning that don't focus only on the syntax and be that guy who always have a solution around certain problems. But when it comes to a bigger vision, like let's say creating an Airbnb of yourself or for a company, then you struggle because you don't have a bigger picture. You don't know how to arrange your code to solve that problem. And then learn the craft. You need to have your own signature. You need to be unique. You need to have a problem solving skill. You need to have different way of looking, explaining, and approaching things. Okay, I hope you understand that one. As a bonus, let's get to the bonus, guys. How to learn to code in 2024. This is one of the most important things. It has helped me, okay? It has helped me on my own channel. So what I did, I just decided to create a channel to help me to learn to code. This is Coded Design. I didn't start this channel because I knew, what can I say, I was a guru, okay? I started the channel to learn about coding. Two things happen, or more than two things happen. Number one, I started to have confidence in myself because I was getting some comment to say that this is well explained, this is great, and this is better. I started to get some likes, and also I started to get some people contacting me from like different places. Okay, based in South Africa, but if you like receive some sort of an email from someone in United States or California, those things start to help you with your confidence. So that means you can gain confidence from teaching coding on YouTube, even if you don't know coding yet. So, what does you don't know coding yet mean? Okay, that just simply means you are not confident, you undermine yourself. There is no such a thing such as you don't know coding because there is always somebody who is in a lower level than you who will appreciate what you will teach them. So, basically, this is my channel. So, you must open your own channel just to learn. Okay. Also, opening my own channel positioned me for employment because when employers want to get an idea as to how much knowledge do I have and also my personality, they always check my channel. So in the interviews, I will get questions like, how is coded design doing? And I'll always like, oh, these guys went to my channel and they check what I'm doing and what I'm about. Okay, let's go to the warning. As you are learning from YouTube, okay, one thing is most certainly to confuse or to drive you to the wrong direction, and that is the statistics of the YouTube channel. Please be warned. Statistics has got nothing to do with the content. At some degree, it has got something to do, but for you as a developer, someone who is new into coding, that must not be a concern. Okay. For instance, if a channel has got millions of subscribers and the other one has got 1,000 or two subscribers, that doesn't really mean the one with small likes, it has got less quality. Please drill that into your mind so that you can learn from people who have got small followers or small likes or whatever. There are many factors that might lead to small following or small subscribers. It has got nothing to do with the quality. Okay, so I wanted to throw that in so that you can subscribe into small channels and follow the guys and comment on their YouTube channel and trust that they will give you exactly what you want, instead of looking at a channel and see 40 subscribers and you don't click that video. To add on top of this warning, okay, there is a trend now in YouTube in general. I would like to assume this guy is the originator of that trend, because I think most people are mentioning him as, let me see, as you can see, this is 220 million subscribers. I would like to think he's the big thing. I would like to think, because most of the channels that I've seen, it's 1 million, 8 million, but he's like on 220 million. So at some point, he became some sort of a benchmark or a standard for how to go about to like doing YouTube, okay, or maybe getting more subscribers and whatever. So we started to follow everything that he does, okay. As a result, he has got these thumbnails where it's just him and his smile or and his white teeth, okay. Obviously, even in the programming world, you are a programming community on YouTube, you are starting to see thumbnails with facial expressions. Okay, you are going to see a lot of this trend. Okay, so Matthew, what's the point or what you are trying to say? Okay, thumbnails such as these, okay, with your mouth wide open and whatever. So, Matthew, what are you trying to say? This is what I'm trying to say, okay? There is a certain psychology behind YouTube, and that psychology can generate a lot of followers and likes, which that has got nothing to do with the quality of your programming or the information that you are delivering to your audience. Meaning that if you can have a thumbnail with your mouth wide open, people are going to be interested. Okay, maybe that's what it means. Okay, maybe that's what this guy discovered. If I open my mouth, maybe people will flock to me. And so those are some of the techniques that we are using, okay, on YouTube to get the subscribers and followers. Obviously, for me, I'm still a small YouTuber, as you can see. I only got 430 subscribers, and I appreciate that. And I thank you so much for following me. But as you can see, at the moment, I have not adopted some of the facial expression, what can I say, thumbnails. Okay. This doesn't mean it's not something that I'm not going to do. Okay. As you can see here, I was like starting to try, but this is not me. This is just somebody else. I was just testing the trend. Okay. So if I haven't done it yet, it doesn't mean I'm not going to do it, but I'm still trying to find myself first, okay, before I get into doing what's trending for the sake of subscribers. The reason is I don't want to get lost in the trend and opening my mouth on thumbnails and lose value, like delivering value and also becoming a better developer. Because maybe if I can do a video of myself opening my mouth wide open, showing my teeth, maybe I might get 1 million subscribers. In terms of subscribers, that might be cool, but in terms of quality and what I'm delivering to the audience and what I stand for and what I'm hoping to become, it might be detrimental. So it's like I will gain a lot of subscribers and don't and have poor quality. I would like to believe with time I will lose those subscribers, because those people got in there because they saw my mouth opened and they saw my facial expression, but when they click my video, they don't see the actual quality. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for clicking this video. Thank you so much for supporting me and giving me some time. As you can see, as a small YouTube channel, what has been happening for the very long time is that I had more videos than subscribers. Okay, like I have hit like 400 subscribers, while sorry, 400 videos, while my subscribers were too low. It's only now that I'm starting to approach the break even. Okay, what is a break even? The number of videos it's about to be equal to the subscribers. If you can help me to break even, at least so that I can have more subscribers than the content. Okay, so that's my dream, at least to break even, like at least to be above the number of subscribers. Obviously I will keep on pushing the content as much as I can, but I was just trying to say the best thing that you can do for me is just to hit that subscribe button. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. I hope I've added value. If I did, please hit the like, subscribe, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and please don't forget to share your own views. See you on the next one.